The escape to Egypt. It was a quiet night in Bethlehem. Joseph, Mary, and baby Jesus were sound asleep, resting after the events of Jesus' miraculous birth. But in the stillness of the night, an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream. The angel's voice was urgent, yet comforting. "Get up, take the child and his mother, and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." Joseph woke with a start. His heart raced as the weight of the angel's words sank in. King Herod, the ruler of the region, was afraid. He had heard from the wise men about a newborn king, a child destined to rule, and his jealousy had turned dangerous. Herod was determined to eliminate any threat to his throne, even an innocent baby. Without wasting a moment, Joseph gently woke Mary. "We must leave now," he whispered. Mary, though startled, trusted Joseph and the message from the angel. She wrapped baby Jesus in a warm blanket and held him close. The little family packed what few belongings they had and set out into the night. The road to Egypt was long and treacherous. They traveled under the cover of darkness to avoid Herod's soldiers. The stars above guided their way, and Joseph kept a watchful eye on the path ahead, always alert to danger. Though the journey was hard, Mary and Joseph found comfort in the knowledge that God was with them, protecting them and their precious child. After days of travel, they finally arrived in Egypt, a foreign land where they could blend in and stay safe from Herod's reach. Though they were far from home, Joseph and Mary felt peace knowing they had followed God's guidance. Meanwhile, back in Bethlehem, Herod's anger boiled over when the wise men, who had promised to return with news of Jesus, did not come back. Enraged, Herod ordered a terrible decree to harm all the young boys in the area, hoping to eliminate Jesus. It was a time of great sorrow, but God had protected his son. After some time had passed, perhaps a few years, the angel appeared to Joseph again in a dream. "Get up," the angel said. "Take the child and his mother and go back to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead." With relief and gratitude, Joseph obeyed. He and Mary packed their belongings once again and began the journey home. But when they heard that Herod's son Archelaus was ruling in Judea, Joseph became concerned. Then, in another dream, God warned Joseph to settle in Galilee instead. So, they made their home in the small town of Nazareth, where Jesus grew up, safe and loved, preparing for the incredible mission God had planned for him. This story shows how God watches over his people, guiding and protecting them even in the face of great danger. It reminds us that, like Joseph and Mary, we can trust God's plan, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Through their courage and obedience, the Savior of the world was kept safe, fulfilling God's promise to bring light and salvation to all. The end.